The question has a lot of in-depth meaning. Can Maya alter destiny? Two words which are extremely important in the spiritual world, and I have to explain them to you. First, let me explain destiny. Destiny means what? It is a word connected to the destination. That means the place that you are reaching. Got it? You have to reach a destination. And the one that takes you to that destination is the destiny. This destiny, who designs this destiny, you may ask? Who is the one who is writing this destiny? There is nobody writing your destiny. You have yourself concocted it, not anybody else. You write your destiny. Please remember these words. Who writes the destiny? You have written it. I will explain to you. Then we will tackle Maya. How have you written? There are three kinds of karma which we have done. One is sanchit, which is accumulated. One is the one which you have come to spend. And one is the futuristic, which might have not happened, but will happen. So the three kinds of karma are there. The one which is called the current one, the one which you have brought with you in this life, is the prarabdha karma. Please understand, whose karma is it? It is your karma. Who did those things? You have done it. So who is responsible for them? You are responsible. There is no God involved over here. Please remember this. There is no God involved in this. You have written your own destiny. You will ask me how. Let us take a scenario. Now in the scenario, let us say you are a couple of million lives away. Not the current one, so many lives away. You might have done some wrong. You could have robbed a person. Now when you robbed the person, nobody caught you. Or you might have done something like a murder. And you just went scot-free in that life. It goes up as a karma against your name. It's a database created against your name. Please remember, what is this karma? It is nothing but cause and effect. You got to pay back what you have sown. You get whatever you have sown, you are going to reap it. That is what it means. So if you have given some money to someone, you have to get it back. Did you get it? Whatever you have sown is what you are going to reap. So if you have sown rice, you will get rice. If you have sown wheat, you will get wheat, like that. So if you have done something wrong in some life and you have not got it back, that means you have robbed someone of some money in that life, and in this life it has come back to you as your prarabdha karma. Then whomsoever you have robbed it from in that life might take it away from you in this life. You will get robbed. Whether that person gets caught or doesn't get caught is a secondary issue. But this was the karma that had to be completed. So who was responsible for this? You. You might have murdered somebody in some previous life of yours. And this life it is written that you will get murdered. Because it has come. So it is your destiny that you are moving towards murder. Isn't it? The destiny says you are going to get murdered. Period. Do you have a chance of altering it? Whatever is the prarabdha karma cannot be altered. Secondly, let me assure you, there is nothing called an instant karma. This is not some instant coffee. No. Yeah, you have to cook it in every lifetime. Alright? What does it mean? Instant karma is not there. Because circumstances during that, whatever has happened previously, cannot be repeated. The same time is not there, the same elements are not there, the same people are not there. Example. Remember, you have robbed somebody in some lifetime of yours. That person, because you took money from that person, his entire family went to ruins, which you don't know anything about. But because of that one heinous act of yours, his family went to ruins. His wife committed suicide maybe. The children were left on the road. Okay? He had to lose his house or his job. His society threw him out. Something might have happened to the victim at that time and you were the cause of it that time. Correct? So how many people do you owe your karma to? Not to one person. You owe it to that entire family. Right? Because you have done something and his family has got affected. Now how many people are involved in that karma? Too many. And in this life it is written that you have to go through this whole thing. How many people are going to be taking that pound of flesh from you? Too many. So this situation which I am talking about is the destiny a man has to go through. We feel bad. We go through terrible times. But then you have no clue what has happened in the past lives. And karma is nothing but repayment now. There is one other karma which I told you which happens. That is called Agami. Agami means the futuristic, or it is also known by another name, Kriyaman. The Kriyaman karma happens. You have no clue how it happens. Situation is the same. You are getting robbed. Alright? When you are getting robbed, you see this person who is robbing you, you take a stick and beat him black and blue. He loses his leg. His leg gets broken and he goes away. That was not a part of the deal. He had not done that to you in the past. Remember the past? This is something new that got added to it. And this which got added to it is the Kriyaman. Has it been repaid? Breaking that person's leg, was it there a part of the deal? You got it added to your karma. So, you have now created an ongoing story. So, Kriyaman karma creates additional stories. The only way of getting rid over it is going through this life without getting into any scraps whatsoever. Face the life as it comes. This is not the forum to give you an in-depth explanation because karma by itself is a lengthy story. So we come to the second part called Maya. Maya is illusion. Maya is the illusory potency of the Lord. She creates situations for you. You don't even know that these things are there. Maya is also a part of this universe. Whatever appears to you, your own body, maybe the hair, maybe the way you look, all that is a part of Maya's domain. Maya can create illusory situations for you. How does this illusion work? Now so many days have gone, right? Since I talked about hair, let me give you an example of this. You have always projected yourself having black hair. And nowadays there is no barber available or nobody who is going to dye your hair. And you yourself don't know how to dye it. So what happens? Your hair starts becoming white or whatever color. It loses its shape. What happens to you when you look at yourself in the mirror? You will look at your white hair and say, oh my God, what is the world going to say? I look old. It is illusion. Your hair was already white. Dyeing it and making it black, you were creating an illusion in your own mind, thinking that, no, I have black hair now. So it's a silly situation, but you understand this is the way in which Maya can create situations for you. Now I've just given you a hypothetical one, but it could be real for people also. Maya creates situations which cannot be understood. A very simple example is a man married his wife, a girl, recently in the last couple of months. He was very happy during the marriage. And then they all went around different places, visiting people, so on and so forth. Suddenly last month, that man's father died. The man's father died. He had to go to his native place to do the final rites and ceremonies with his wife, and he got caught up over there. Now this coronavirus thing is there, so he got caught up over there. What happened next cannot be said. The whole world started believing that the wife is responsible for the bad luck in their family. They are blaming her for his father's death. The mother is saying, because of her, I lost my husband. Right? The man might lose his job. There is all this virus going on. Stuck up in the village. Not much money. No work over there. All because of this girl who got married. Now please tell me, how can this be real? It is unreal. It is not true. It is Maya. So did you understand this? I have introduced these two subjects to you, Maya and destiny. Can Maya alter destiny? Maya can alter your future destiny, not your current one. Prarabdha is something that you have to go through. But Maya can create illusions in the mind and can alter your Kriyaman karma. Idea is to always look at the upside. Don't look at the downside. If you look at the downside of life, you will always end up doing something wrong. So never look at the downside of life. Make self-effort in rising above. Let Maya not disturb you. Maya is going to show her kaleidoscopic world. You see, a very beautiful world or a very horrible world. Why do you want to get into it? Know the real. The real is the divine, God. Know God is there with you. Rise above. Today they might have lost the job, But don't worry, it is there for the future. They will get something new, something different. The world will take a turn. People will become more careful these days. This is the good part of life. So let Maya not dictate anything bad to you. Let Maya show something nice. Be good, kind, considerate, loving, caring, compassionate. And that is the way you can win through the situation. So, look at the upside. Make self-effort in rising above. Got it?